Hi, I'm Sue Daley and I'm back to show you the second step of my Rouge Provence quilt using my Bourgeois fabric. We're working on a sew along, and part of that sew along I'm doing a series of videos to complement that. So today I'm going to work on, so here's a photo of the quilt, the finished quilt. So we have, this is the whole quilt. We're going to work on this little border that surrounds the applique center. So there's a tiny little bit of fussy cutting in there if you want to do it. If you don't, that's okay too. But I'm just going to show you what I've done. So I've taken my piece of fabric, and remember, when you're fussy cutting, you need to be cutting one piece at a time, and you're cutting on the same pattern repeat. So take your stickets, take one of your stickets, and you can place it onto the back of your template. Now this one you can probably use two because it's a little bit longer. I already have one on there, so I'm not going to place another one on because it's still sticky. And I'm going to just line up one of these little flowers into the middle of my template so I can line it up. And so the way I can line that up is I've got two little dots here, so I've put them into the they've just lined up in the flowers on this side. Press down on it, and you can cut around that. Turn your board around as you go. Okay, then when you take your, I'll just slice this piece of fabric off here so it's a bit easier for me to work with. Then we're going to take your template with your fabric's already stuck to the back of it, so then you can just line it up on your pattern repeat. So you don't have to fluff around with it too much, just line it up so your pattern repeat is exactly the same, and then we'll cut the next one. Now you can actually cut those anywhere on that fabric that you want. You may want to line them up with two in the middle. These two I've prepared earlier. These have two flowers in the middle, or I'm just putting the one in the middle with mine. So earlier today I prepared some of these, the strips for the second part of the sew along. So I've made all of these. So in each section we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you need 7 for each strip, and you need 4 strips. Okay, and then you're going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 4 12s are 48, so you're going to need 48 quarter circles. So when you're sewing these together, just sew your quarter circle to your elongated hexagon and a quarter circle to your elongated hexagon, and then you can sew them down in one seam right down through the middle there, and then sew them all together. So you've actually got, these are on the ends, so when they go together they're going to fit together. Just let me move the mat away. So when you put them together, when you sew them, you're going to sew them together at the corners like that, and then like that. So you end up with a square on point, and then we're going to press those and take the papers out and applique them to around the outside of your applique center. Thanks for joining me today on part 2 of the sew along for the Bourgeois range of fabric and my Rouge Provence quilt.